This is the Roulette Master, and I absolutely love this new roulette system sent in by one of my subscribers, Matt Morris. This system is going to go up against the subscriber hasn't lost this year roulette system, which has some similarities, but I think you're going to absolutely love it. And first up, the first 15 minutes today, we're going to have subscriber hasn't lost this year, and then it's going to fall for the next 15 minutes. We're going to see which one makes more money, and I can't wait to see. So let's go ahead and get started. And once this gets done spinning here, I will set the timer for 15 minutes. We'll start out with the subscriber hasn't lost this year, and we'll be on second 12, third 12, and 19 to 36 for 10 on each, and let's spin. And here we go. Timer is set for 15 minutes, and we start out with the 00, which is a loss. And here we go. We're just going to rebet and double the bet and spin. Here we go. All right. And for those of you that haven't seen this one, there's some on here that actually break even, which are the 13 through the 18, but we just won $40 there, and we're up 10. So we're going to take the bet back to 30. And let's go ahead and spin again. And again, these two systems today have similarities, but definitely different in the way that the progression works and in the way that the bets move around. So let's go ahead and rebet again. We're up $30 already, and let's spin. And I'm going to cover everything you need to know to make money with both these systems. I can't wait to see which one wins, though. This is going to be exciting, and we just lost that one. So we're going to double the bet to 60. That's a $2,000 bankroll system, and we're just a minute and 7 seconds into the first 15 minutes, and that's a 17, which is a break even. Like I was saying, if you hit 13 to 18, it breaks even, and you can see we're going to rebet and spin because that's what we do when we break even with this system. And here we go. That's a 4 black. And that's another loss, so we're going to rebet and double. Now we have a 120 total bet, and here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 34 red. That's a win. So we won 80 there. We're up $20 now. Let's go ahead and go back to the original $30 bet, and let's spin. Here we go. Again, this is the subscriber hasn't lost this year roulette system, which is very popular right now. The reason I'm using it, and we just broke even again, so let's rebet. The reason I'm using it up against today's new roulette system is because it does have some similarities, and I can't wait to see which one is victorious. And there's a loss, so we're going to double the bet to 60 and spin. And this new system is going to have a different progression, and the bets are going to move different. And I can't wait to share it with you. So there is a win at $40, and we're up 30. When you get a win with this one, you restart, and we're back to that $30 original bet again. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system. However, you can play it with $200 bankroll and dollar units. So we broke even there. When we break even, we just rebet and spin again. We're almost 3 minutes into the first 15 minutes of this challenge, and there's a loss with a 00. Okay, so let's go ahead and rebet and double. Now we have a $60 total bet. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 21 red, and that is a win. So we go back to the original bet. We're up 40, and we're going back to the original $30 bet. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. All right. That is a 31 black. $20 win. We'll take it. We're up $60 already. We're still at the $30 original bet size with 10 on each. And that's going to be different as well with this new system. And we broke even. So we're still up 60. Let's rebet and spin. So here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, we won, so we're up 80 now. Let's rebet and spin. And I forgot to tell you, he calls this Pickleball, is the name of the one that we're going to go up against. And again, I think it's fantastic. Can't wait to share it with you. Okay, now we have a $60 total bet. And I think he called it pickleball because of the way the bets move around, which I'm going to share with you as we play that one. And we broke even again, so let's just spin. And we're 4 minutes 20 seconds in out of the first 15 minutes of the challenge. That's a 1 red, and that is a loss. So we will double the bet to 120. And here we go. That's the total bet, and let's see what we get here. That's a 32 red, that's a win. So we will restart, and we're up 70. We will go back to the original $30 bet and spin. Here we go. Again, this one is called Subscriber Hasn't Lost This Year, which has been very popular lately. I hope you love this one as well if you haven't seen it before. And let's go ahead and double the bet after that loss. The reason I really like this one is because there is a bunch of numbers that break even, and normally when you use a progression like this, and let's go ahead and rebet here and double and spin at 120. But usually when you use a progression like this, you only have 18 numbers that won't hurt you. And now we have 24 numbers that won't hurt you because the numbers that break even are in addition to the numbers that win. That covers a lot more of the board. Now we're up 60, and we're going to go back to that original $30 bet, and let's spin. I'll cover more of that as we go through. And we're 6 minutes 5 seconds in out of the first 15 minutes. That's a 10 black. Okay, we lost, so we're going to double to 60 and spin. Here we go. That's a 23 red. That's a win. We'll take it. We're up $70 now. And let's spin. So normally you'd bet on one of the 6 outside bets when you have a progression like this that doubles, and you'd only have 18 numbers that win and or that don't hurt you. And here we have 24 that don't hurt you. So that's why I really like it. And let's double to 60 after that loss. We're almost 7 minutes into the 15 minutes first part of this challenge. That's a 35 black, and that's a win. Okay, we're up 80. Let's rebet. Let's go back to 30. I'm sorry, because we did get the win. Let's spin at 30. You always want to reset when you get a win, even if you don't get completely back to where you were. It's still a really good win when you get that. And let's go ahead and double. So now we're at 60. And what I mean by that is sometimes with this system, when you get further down, you don't recover everything with a win. But that's okay. It still leaves you in a really good position to move forward. And we just got the win there again. We're up 90. And we're going to go back to the original $30 bet and spin. And we're 7.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 36 red. That is a $20 win. So we're up 110 now. All right, let's rebet and spin at $30. Original size of the bet. And that's a 25 red. We will take that all day long, and we're up $130 now. Doing fantastic. That's why so many people love this system. And you can also use this very effectively with smaller unit sizes if you play online or with automated machines. So let's go ahead and double. Now we're on 60 total. I actually messed around with this the other night with one of the automated machines starting with smaller bets, and it did incredible. So let's go ahead and rebet and double. Here we go at 120. All right, so that's a 21 red. That's a win. We will restart. And now we're up $120. So let's go back to the original $30 bet and spin. Here we go. We're 8 minutes 45 seconds in out of 15. That's a 29 black. That's a win. Fantastic. We are up 140 now. So let's just rebet and spin. We're at the base level. So you can't go any lower than that. And we are, looks like that's a loss. That's a 4 black. So we will double the bet and spin. Here we go. All right, let's see what we get here. That's a 19 red. And we're up 150 now. Let's take the bet back to the original because we won. So a $30 bet again. We're 9 minutes 22 seconds in. and that's a 36 red. All right, another win. We are up 170 already. Let's spin again, and we're still at that base level, $30, 10 on each. That's a 3 red, that's a loss, so we're going to double the bet. But again, most progressions that double only have 18 numbers basically that can hurt you. And let's go ahead and spin here, and I'll tell you more about that again. Let's see what we get. That's a 17 black. That's a break even. We're at 140. Let's just go ahead and rebet and spin. And I'll cover that again here in a second because it's really important. That's a 30 red. That's a win. Okay, so if we look, as I explain this more, we're up 180. Let's go back to the $30 bet that we started with. So the 13 through the 18 break even. So basically the only numbers that can hurt you are the 1 through 12 and the 0, 0. With a progression like we're usually it's an outside bet with only half the numbers covered, and you have a much better chance of busting. With this one, there's a lot more numbers that won't hurt you, and I thought I'd better go over that again because that's why I really like this so much. And we're almost 11 minutes in out of 15. Still doing really good with this one. That's a 28 black, and we're up 200. I can't wait to see how this new roulette system Pickleball does against this, and this should be a great matchup. And that's a 4 black. That's a loss. So we will double the bet to $60 and spin. We're 11 minutes, 10 seconds in. Okay, that's a 2 black. That is a loss. So let's go ahead and double to 120 and spin. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a win. And that's a 21 red. That'll do it. All right, so we'll go back to the base level. We're up 190 now. We're back to 30, and let's spin at 30. We're getting close to 12 minutes in, so about 3.5 minutes left. That's a 34 red, and that's a win. Fantastic. We're up 210, and let's spin again at 30. Here we go. And we're getting close to this new Pickleball roulette system. I can't wait to see how it does against this proven system that's been doing really well lately. And let's go ahead and spin again at 60 because we doubled the bet after a loss. And that's a 12 red. That's a loss also, so we will double again. All right, so let's do that. We're at 120 now, and we're 12 minutes, 15 seconds in. Ooh, that's another loss, though, so we're getting up there with the doubling, but that's okay. We're at 240 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. Let's see if we can get a win here. All right, come on. And even if we get one that would have broke even, I would have been okay with it, but we got the win, and now we can restart. We're up 160, and this is where I wanted to tell you, when you get up there in the progression, you don't get everything back, but that's okay. We're still doing fantastic, and we're still we're protecting our bankroll is what is the best way of putting it. I'm okay that we didn't get all the way back to where we were before, because you don't go that high in the progression very often. It's more important that you keep your bankroll. So we're 13 minutes, 5 seconds in now out of 15. That's a 30 red. So you have basically a much better chance of not busting. And let's go ahead and spin here again with 24 numbers that don't hurt you instead of 18. And that's a 13 black there. That's a break even. That won't hurt us any. We're up 200. So let's just rebet and spin. And we have a minute and a half left of the first part of this challenge. And that's a 3 red. That's a loss. So we will double. All right, here we go. We're at 60 now, 60 total. We were at 30 after that loss. We doubled it, and let's see what we get here. That's a 21 red. That's a good one. And now we are currently up 210. You can see we got back, and let's go back to 30. We got back the little bit that we dropped behind with no problem. And that's a 28 black. That's another win. It's much better to do that than risk losing your bankroll. We're up 230, and let's spin again. In 14 minutes, 12 seconds left. I mean, I'm sorry, there's only about 45 seconds left. That was the actual time. on the clock. So let's go ahead and rebet at 30 again. And we're just coming up with 30 seconds left now. And that's an 18 red, and that is a break even. So again, those don't hurt you. They just, you just keep playing and rebet the same amount. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That is a 10 black. That's definitely a loss. Okay, so let's rebet and double. Now we have a $60 total bet. Here we go. Okay, that's a win. Fantastic. And that's going to be our last spin of this first part of the challenge. We won $240 with the Subscriber Hasn't Lost This Year roulette system, which I've been using at the casino effectively as well. And again, it has a $2,000 bankroll. Did fantastic again today. And now I'm excited because this new pickleball roulette system is going to come up next for the next 15 minutes. Let's see if it can make more than $240 of profit. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, it's time for Pickleball Roulette, and I can't wait to see if this roulette system can defeat the Subscriber Hasn't Lost This Year roulette system. Let's go ahead and get started. After I place the bets, we're going to set the timer. So we're going to start with first 12 for 10, second 12 for 10, and 1 to 18 for 5. And that's a $25 total bet. The timer is going, and let's spin. Here we go. And this is called pickleball because of the way that the bets move around. And that's a 5 red. So you can see we won $15 to start. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. We're going to move the bets after losses. And we're going to keep them the same after wins. And that's a 17 black. It's another $15 win. Fantastic. We're already up $30. And let's spin again. This is going to have a completely different progression than the last system. And there's a double zero. That's a loss. So if you have a double zero, you just leave the bets where they are. But let's go ahead and increase by a unit. So that's one thing that's going to be different. We're going to go from 10 to 20 and 5 to 10. Let me back one of those out. So now it'll be a $50 total bet. We're not doubling with this system, though. We're increasing by a unit. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. That's a 28 black. That is a loss. And now we're going to move the bets. So we're playing pickleball here. We're going to have, originally it was 10, then we went to 20. Now we're at 30. And then 19 to 36 went from 5 to 10. Now it's at 20. And here we go. Actually, that should be 75. Let me check those bets. Here we go. Let's put those back out again. So again, we went from 10 to 20 to 30, 10 to 20 to 30, and then we went from 5 to 10 to 15. There it is. That's a $75 total bet. I put 5 out more than I should have the first time, and here we go. That's a 4 black. That's a loss, so we're going to switch sides again, and here we go. We're going to go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40, up a unit on each. And then from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. And that's a $100 total bet. And let's spin. So we're not doubling after losses. With this going up a unit at a time, you'll have more chances to protect your bankroll. And there's a win. So that's fantastic. And now you can see we're at minus 60. So basically, we have to stay at the same bet until we get in session profit or close to. So we're not going to go back to the start like we did when we were doubling. And we just lost again there. So let's go ahead and move the bets again. And we were at 40. Now we're at 50. And then we would go 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. Now we have a 125 total bet. You just want to make sure it always goes up $25. If it doesn't, then you know that you did something wrong. And that's a 15 black. That's a $25 win. So we're going to stay right there. And we're not going to move the bets because we won. And we're not going to change the amounts because we're not in session profit. And that's a 2 black, though. We just lost again. So let's go ahead and move the bets again. Now we'll be at 150. We'll be at 60 on each. And we will have gone from to $30 on the 1 to 18. We have a 150 total bet now. And let's check that and make sure that's right. Yep, okay. 150 total, and let's spin. We're just going to need to get more consecutive wins because we're not doubling, and that's a 9 red, so I think that's a win. Yep, that's a $90 win. Fantastic. And let's just rebet and spin. And we're going to keep the bet the same till we're near session profit. We're almost 4 minutes in here, and that's a 36 red. That's another loss. So we're going to go to 175 now. And I think that's 70, 70, and then in 30. Sorry, 35. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. We're going up 1 unit at a time. And here we go. Let's see if we can turn this around. That's a 21 red. Okay, so we're going to keep the bets the same. Let's check our balance. You can see we're minus 215. But what this system does is it gives you a better chance of not busting because you're going up by a unit instead of doubling. So we lost that one. Now we're going to be at 200. So let's put 80 up on each. We're just starting out with some bad numbers. We'll be fine. We just need to get some wins. Here we go. We're 5 minutes in out of 15. Still lots of time to come back. That's an 8 black. That's a win. There we go. $120 win. And let's rebet and spin. With systems like this, you just need more patience and bankroll. And that's a loss there with the 32 red. So we're going to be at 225 now. And we were at 80. So now we're going to be at 90. 90 each. And then we're going to go up to 225, 45 now. Up 1 unit on each of these bets. Let's see if we can get some consecutive wins now. We're 5 minutes and 36 seconds in out of 15. And there's a win. So that's a $135 win. Let's just rebet and spin. And again, the benefit of this is since we're not doubling, sure, it takes more wins to get back. However, you're not going to have as great of a chance of busting like with the original system. Let's go ahead and spin again at 225. We're 6 minutes in out of 15. Here we go. There's a 26. That's a good one. Another 135. Let's rebet and spin. And we're getting a few consecutive wins finally because we have a lot of numbers covered. And just as I say that, we hit a 1. So we're going to be at 250 now. And here we go. Okay. And here we go. Let's go ahead and spin. We're 6 minutes, 40 seconds in. That's 11 black. That's a win. Fantastic, and we're minus 130 now. Let's go ahead and spin. Once we achieve session profit, we're going to go back to the original bet size. If there's a loss right there with a 34 red, okay, we're going to go to 275 now. So we'll have 100 on each of these. We just need patience and bankroll, a $2,000 bankroll, and here we go. Again, we're going to be at 275. And let's spin. We're 7 minutes, 20 seconds in. Still lots of time to come back. That's a win. All right, we won 175 there. It's not going to take much to come back. Well, we need some consecutive wins. And let's see if we can do that. There's another one. That's a 30 red. For minus 30. Let's see if we can get one more. And then if we can get one more, we can get back on track here. And we did. Fantastic. So we just needed our bankroll and patience. We never even came close to losing our bankroll. We're up 145 all of a sudden. So this does work really well. But now we're going to stay with the same bet but go back to the original bet size. And we're back at 25 again. Excuse me. We're 8 minutes, 10 seconds in. That's a 28 black. And that's a win. We're up 160. We're just going to rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 1 red, and that's a loss. So we're going to go from 10 to 20, up a unit. And then from 5 to 10, up a unit. and $50 total bet. Here we go. We're 8 minutes and 35 seconds in. And that's a loss. That's a 31 black. So we will be going to 75. So here we go again. We're going to go to 30, up a unit, and 15, $75 total bet. We're 9 minutes in out of 15. Here we go. And that's a 2 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to 100 now. And here we go. We're going to be at 40 on each. And then we're going to be on 1 to 18 for 20. And now we have a $100 total bet. Let's get some wins in a row again. We're 9 minutes, 25 seconds in. And that's a 0. So again, with a 0, we're going to keep it the same. And although we're going to increase by a unit. So now we're at 125. So let's spin. We're just going to keep what we're betting on the same. It will go up a unit. And that's a loss again. That's a 36 red. Okay, so if you look at the bets here, we were at 50. So now we'll be at 60. And 30. So we're at 150 total. Here we go. We're 10 minutes, 6 seconds in. And that's an 18 red. Okay, there's a win. So we're at minus 185. Let's go ahead and spin again. Again, we're going to need some multiple wins again, but we have patience and a bankroll, so we're good there. We just need to be patient. Like I was saying, there's a $90 win. And here we go again. We're going to keep the bet the same after wins until we're in new session profit. We're 10 minutes, 35 seconds in. That's a 10 black. And that's a loss. So we're going to 175. And you can see the bets were at 60. So now they're going to be at 70. Up a unit. And then we're going to keep going to 175. And let's spin. Every one of those goes up a unit every time we lose. And when we win, we keep it the same till we're in session profit. That's a 22 black. Obviously, second 12s are good with this system because at least you know that you're winning. And let's go ahead and rebet that and spin. And especially if it's the part of the second 12 that's in the other part of the bet. And there's another win. We're minus 105. Let's spin again at 175. We're 11 and a half minutes in out of 15. Let's see if we can make a comeback here. That's a 6 black. That's another win. And we're not in session profit yet, so we're going to keep going, keeping the bet the same. Here we go. And that's a 14 red. That's another win. $105. We're up 105. We're not in session profit or close to yet. So we're going to keep the bet the same. If we win this one, we will restart though. And that's a 21 red. Okay, that's a $35 win. We're not quite in session profit. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. And we're close, fairly close to session profit, but that's a 35 black, and that's a loss. So we're going to go to 200 now. And you can see we were at 70 on each of those. So we're going to go to 80. And 80, up a unit on each. And then there we go, $40, $200 total bet. 12 and a half minutes in, we can still make a nice comeback here. And that's an 18 red. That's a $40 win. We'll keep it right there and rebet and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 16 red. That's another $40 win. We'll take it. We're back in profit, so let's spin again. And we're 13 minutes in now out of 15. That's 11 black. That's a loss. So we're going to be at 225 now. So you can see it was at 80. Now we're going to be at 90. 90 on each. And now we need to get it up to 225. Goes up 25 each time. Let's spin. And we still have a minute and a half. A lot can happen in a minute and a half with this system. And that's a 15 black. That's a $135 win. We're only minus 20 now. We can come back for sure if we can get a couple wins here. And let's see what we get. That's a 7 red. That's a good one. All right, we're up 115. Let's rebet and spin. And we have just over a minute left. That's a 10 black. That's a good one. Fantastic. We're up 250 now all of a sudden. That's incredible. So now that's going to go back to the original bet size of 10, 10, and 5. And we'll spin at 25. We have 50 seconds left. So what an amazing comeback. And that's what systems like this can do when you have patience and bankroll. And there's a win. We're at 265 profit now. Let's spin again. Here we go. We're 14.5 minutes in. That's a 31 black. That's a loss, so we will increase and switch sides like we're playing pickleball. And we'll have 20 on each. And 5 to 10. Here we go. 50 total, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 16 red. That's a $10 win, and we're up 250. Let's just rebet and spin, and we're about out of time here. So let's see what we get here. That's a 16 red. All right, so that's another win. So both these systems really knocked it out of the park today, and the winner today is the new system called Pickleball, but they both knocked it out of the park and made over $200. So I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I think that you'll love the people in this community if you subscribe and become part of this community, because it's a lot of fun seeing new systems every day, and you can send them in as well. When you guys do send your systems in, though, please let me know who you'd like your system to go up against. And please send those systems in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And that's what really fuels the channel, is all you guys sending in your great systems. And I love giving you guys credit for them and seeing how they perform. That's what it's all about. So please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And let's keep growing this wonderful community. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.